Hello? Hey. Hey. Hey everyone. How do I do that? Yes. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel again. We are Friday and it's going to be a stream about Fedora infrastructure applications again. Probably a shorter one because I'm not feeling so well today. So you'll see me blowing my nose all the time, which is unfortunate, but that's the reality of today. Hello. Hi everyone. Let me first set up my things. This goes on top. Okay. Feel free to say hi on the chat if you're around. Hopefully sound is okay and video too. All right. What do we have today? Okay, who do we have today? A few people are coming in. Hi everyone, hello. All right, so what do we have today? First, let me switch to the screen sharing mode because I forgot to do that last time. It was a bit of not well done, a bit unfortunate, I should say. Okay, here's my screen. That's totally not what I was looking for. No, there's the easy fixes page. Let me clean that up for a bit. Okay. All right, not bad. So what do we have today? Let me refresh that page. Okay, so we have several options today. As I said last time, there are three categories of things that we could do. First is the usual, take a bug somewhere in this list and fix it. I know that there's a couple new things that I could look at, but so that's option one. Option two is have a look at the Bodhi container-based CI system that Adam has been developing. Currently, so Bodhi is the update system for Fedora. That's where you declare that you have an update and you set a few things such as do you need to reboot? You have comments. You can give +1s or -1s to updates. So it's pretty neat, but it's big. It's big because it touches quite a few components of the Fedora infrastructure. There's pieces all over the place. And Bodhi is connecting to a lot of them. So setting it up for development is a bit complex. At the moment, we use Vagrant boxes. So it's Vagrant is basically running a virtual machine for you with all the applications that Bodhi depends on in the VM. It works, but it's a bit heavyweight because virtual machines take RAM, and when you're running that on your laptop, you don't necessarily have a lot of RAM. So LM has been rewriting that to use containers. The plus side is that it shares a lot of resources with the host machine, so it's much more lightweight, that's for sure. The more complex side is that it's harder to make changes to the code bases inside the containers. I mean, for Bodhi, it should be easy enough, but for other applications that you might want to edit because of a change that you make in Bodhi, then yeah, that's harder. It's brand new, and Adam has been putting a lot of work into that. I'm interested in having a look at that, and that might be also interesting for you, because that means that you'll be able to understand how to contribute to Bodhi, which is always nice. That's option 2. Third option is going to be thinking and maybe starting to implement a default set of rules for people in FMN. FMN is the system that sends out notifications out of the events that happen in the Fedora infrastructure. So it sends notifications such as, I don't know, like a build has finished, or you have a new version of your application available, or that sort of thing. And it can send them to email, to IRC, and to Matrix. So yeah, it's pretty useful, but the problem is that we've upgraded FMN recently, like last year, to a newer version that is a complete rewrite, and we haven't set default rules for people. So new users and existing users have to recreate a set of rules for them, which is most of the time just one rule, but they have to make that step, and it's not ideal. We haven't said that before because we weren't sure that the rules were actually sending out the right things to the right people, and it was all a bit too new to set some default values for everyone. But now I think it's a better time to start working on that. So we could have a look at that. I think there's like 1 or 2 rules that could be by default for everyone. Of course, it raises questions such as what do you do if you want to have another set of rules? How do you identify people that just have the default set of rules? Do you upgrade that, or did they make any changes to that, or like how do you figure that out? What happens when somebody, somebody joins a group? Should that change their rules? What happens when somebody, is removed from a group, obviously, but there are plenty of cases that should be handled. New users, existing users, etc. But I think that it's an important piece of work because it will make FMN much more useful to everyone. And that's our third option. So, first thing I'm going to do is make sure that I'm not speaking to the void right now. There's a few people. Okay. And what I can do is let you vote for which of these 3 options is what we're going to do today. So how do I do that? Just a minute. All right, I start my poll up. Yeah, that's the older poll. Yeah. All right, that's fine. I'll just remove the existing one. It had all the nice items that were chosen last time, but I need a different one this time, so I'm gonna remove all that. And all right, that's it. Cleaning out this. And you should have the poll right now on your screen. 3 options, and I'll give you a few minutes, and during that time, I'm just gonna drink water, obviously. I'm a bit sick, so. Thankfully, you can't get organic viruses through the internet connection, so. Yeah, we haven't found a way to sample those and recreate them on the other end. Nor should we. You clicked on a choice, but it doesn't show you did. Yeah, I see somebody has clicked on something. I only see the percent of people who voted on each option. So I see somebody clicked on something. Yeah, this polling app is not fantastic. I agree. That's all I could find for people who aren't affiliated with Twitch, and because like the usual polling apps that you see streamers use are usually are all restricted to affiliated streamers, so people who get money from Twitch, and that's not my case. So I do with what I have. Hi, by the way. Yep, I do. So yeah, I started playing FF14 like 2 years ago or something. It's kind of recent, and I do like it. I just finished Endwalker, which is the last expansion, and I'm currently in the quests that are between the end of Endwalker and now, I suppose. I'm not entirely done, so no spoilers. But yeah, no spoilers for other people who might be watching that, because the main story quest is really nice, so it would be a bad thing to spoil it. Oh, you think so? Shadowbringer was definitely the best expansion. Oh, that's interesting. That's not my opinion or the opinion of the few people that I found. Oh, yeah, okay, sorry. Yeah, so I did like Shadowbringers. I did not like Stormblood, clearly. I mean, I like the first like the base quest, Realm Reborn is okay. Heavensward I did like. Heavensward was really a nice expansion. Really liked the story. I like the dragons and the people there. But Stormblood, not so much. Shadowbringer was nice though. It was a really nice change from Stormblood, and I was yeah. There's like two of them. Two expansions are abbreviated with SB, so I will always mix them up. I think I still prefer the Endwalker, but yeah, Shadowbringer was really cool. Yeah, and I'm always happy to go back to the first. I don't know how it's called in English, but like reflection, maybe. Anyway. Something wrong with my. I had a program that would output some that would make some sound when somebody posts in the chat, but and I don't get it. Yeah. Sorry, I need to reset that because I've upgraded my computer. I've upgraded my distribution. So default Python is no longer Python 3.11. It's Python 3.12 now. And I need to upgrade that. I need to recreate the poetry environment. Okay. So your own face about Downtrail. I haven't heard so much about it. Yeah, I know. I'm like, oh, and I could open this thing, and while this is compiling or while this thing is running, I could do something else, and I open it and I never close it. But you haven't seen my browser, so that's even worse. Something went wrong. Some extension is unhappy. AIO HTTP. What's going on? Why is that? Something is missing. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. That's a warning. Why is AIO HTTP unhappy? Oh, maybe I need to upgrade it. Let's see if there's a new version that would fix that. Make it compatible with, yeah, I'll just update all the dependencies, that'll be fine. Terminal tabs everywhere. It's kind of small here. It's not like something for you folks to look at right now. I mean, it's fine if you look at it, of course, but that's really not the point. Yeah, I should. Right. That's, well, anyway, it's running. So let's get back to that. Yes, that's just a separate browser window, but if you look at my main browser window, then there's currently 525 tabs open. It's bad. No, I shouldn't do that. I should have taken the opportunity of the new year change to sort all that out, but I haven't. I will definitely need to do that. Yeah, I have heard of bookmarks, but then most of those are searches, like research that is in flight. And I don't want to keep that forever. It's just something that I've been looking at, and I'm probably going to ditch it when I've found the solution to it. And by the way, actually, I'll also have bookmarks. Yeah, that would be maybe a solution. It's just that I have a lot of things working on in the same time. Yeah, I know. It consumes a lot of RAM, but... yeah. sometimes I go through all of that and I saw that and I close the things that aren't relevant anymore. There's a lot of documentation tabs open for things that I've been working on before and haven't closed them. It's and then I sometimes happen on a tab that I had entirely forgotten. Yeah, I'm like, hey, of course, I was looking at that thing. What's the result of it? I'm just very distracted. Anyway, oh, something broke. Oh, segfault, core dumps. Not nice. I need to fix that one day. Yeah, I need to install stuff first. Anyway, yeah, I have heard about downtrial, but I'm really trying to avoid it because, like, to avoid news about it because I don't want to be spoiled of whatever I'm currently on. So I'm trying to get to the end of the quests that are between Endwalker and Downtrail before Downtrails comes out. So I'm current with whatever they produce, and it's more fun that way because there's the whole community is around it, and it's more fun. At least that's what I think. Okay. So that's plenty of time to vote for things, and I think there's like only you or like everybody has voted for option 2. That's all I can say from the poll, which might be only you or somebody else. Okay, that trial has no spoilers. That's a good thing. Anime Beach episode. Yeah, I see what you mean. Let's hope it's not let's hope it's not just a gigantic filler with expansion size filler. All right, let's close the poll. Okay. All right, so we're going to look at the new Bodhi system. So first, let me go to the ticket or the pull request that Adam has worked on. That is the one. So the arrays are going to be FF6, wait, FF, what, 11 themed? Oh, okay. Actually, that's the, 14 is the first Final Fantasy that I actually play for a while. So all those references are going to pass me by entirely. But it's fine. I mean, let's take they probably chose some of the things that were the most popular, and maybe they were for a reason, so it's all good. Okay. So there's a lot of comments in there. Let's read all that. So, yeah, current environment is bad. I know it's not great, that's for sure. Containers are Podman containers orchestrated by an Ansible playbook. Yep. Run the bcd command as a light wrapper, right? Okay. Okay. So yeah, we had a like a full domain for the development environment, mostly and with SSL, mostly because of the OIDC authentication. The provider will not allow a redirect URL that is not HTTPS unless it's localhost. And okay. 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 Yes, my mic was muted. Sorry about that, because I've been blowing my nose all the time and don't want you to inflict that on you. But it's better now. So I was trying to run BCD, and it doesn't really seem like it does a lot with the up command. Let's see if there's a better Bodhi container development environment. Okay. Let's just say run and see if that works. It is running Ansible in some way. Okay, can start pod Bodhi dev error. Oh yeah, that's a bit too big. Fix that. Oh yeah, that's really way too small. Okay. Yes. Okay, so. Okay, what does it say? Starting container, blah blah blah. Bind address already in use. Aha. 15672. Oh yeah, that's RabbitMQ. Sorry about that. I'm gonna stop RabbitMQ. Let's try again. Okay. Yep. So I'm a bit sick. I got under the I don't know what the expression for that. Well, I'm a bit sick and nose is running on all that. But I did test. I did make a COVID test and it's negative. So at least, well, except it's an antigen test, so it's not really reliable. But I'll make another one maybe in 2 days. I think that's the good procedure is to like test once and then test 2 days after that. This one is negative. That's all I can say. Hopefully it's not COVID. And I'll do one in 2 days. Build the Epsilon container. Cool. Two weeks ago, I got something too. I got all symptoms. COVID test also came back negative. Then what I got it. Yeah, it's likely to be COVID actually. Like these antigen tests are not very reliable. There are plenty of ways they can tell you that they can not detect whatever you have. Like if you like, there's a small period of time where it's somewhat efficient, and you need to like gather a lot of material from your nostrils. There's just plenty of ways to not detect it. Also, there are variants that aren't as effectively detected by those. So, I mean, if you got all the symptoms, then heart to burst, journal, freezing, missing some, yeah. Yeah. Did you cough or do you have those? Because I have only the runny nose and I'm tired. Don't think I have a fever, but I should check that. Oh, you coughed a lot because I'm not coughing at all, so I'm thinking maybe that's not COVID. But then again, there's a variety of symptoms that it differs between people. Yeah, if you had a fever and you coughed a lot, I mean it's still very likely. I think I would just consider that if I had these symptoms, I would consider that I have it and just go do a PCR. I don't know if that's the English word for it. Anyway, these tests that take like a day or two, and that need to go through a lab to be to get the results, the bigger ones. those are more reliable, way more reliable than the small ones, the small antigen tests. Right on December 25. Yep, that's a nice present. Yeah, nice to hear that you're good now. You know, people don't test as much now for COVID, so they are trying to evaluate the spread using wastewater. I don't know if you've heard that. Like you analyze the amount of COVID that you found in the wastewater, and the results in the United States are pretty impressive. It's like the second, it's like the second biggest spike since the start of the pandemic. Like the first spike was the biggest when we didn't know what it was and when it was affecting everybody and there was no vaccine and all that. But then the period that we're in right now is the second biggest spread, basically. So it's bad. Yeah, grippe is the flu, basically. Yep, I know. It's still spreading more widely than the flu, and the flu had never killed that many people. Even with people who were not vaccinated, it's like the death rate of COVID is just way higher than the flu. So hopefully all the people who can be vaccinated and are under risk are vaccinated now. But there are still people. I know a couple people, like I know 2 people who have immunosuppressant treatments. So they are their immune system is not working right, and they need that because they have I don't know the name for that, but basically their body is turning against themselves, so they need those treatments so to calm down the immune system of their body. Otherwise they would be attacking themselves. They need to have that all the time, and as a result vaccines don't work that well on them, and it's pretty bad because it means that they are really at risk. And since everybody is pretty much ignoring COVID these days, and nobody's staying at home when they are sick, it makes them stay at home, which is a bit unfair. I mean, you have a pretty bad sickness, you have a pretty bad you have a pretty bad sickness, and on top of that you have to stay home. It's as if it wasn't enough, It's not great. All right, this thing is running. What does Podman PS say? Huh. All right, so I see a lot of Bodhi dev containers running. Sorry about the noise. It's apparently running, which is good. I see that they're all exporting the same ports. So Falco says, staying at home is not being, I don't have a car, I get my groceries delivered, I just gotta be careful to let the delivery people know I got something, and I don't open the door. Yeah, I mean, that's the best thing, honestly. And you have to wait like a week or something, or maybe 10 days maximum for it to pass, and that's the best way to protect people, I think, basically. And but yeah, I think there's very few people like you and me doing that. So, I mean, I can still stream. I don't think it doesn't apparently seem to be COVID this time. But if it were, and I was I was actually sick with it, I would totally stay home. That's really good. I mean, it's not common, unfortunately, but it's a good thing to try to be responsible about it. I was sick during the main COVID spread, like the early spread of it. I was sick with I had something which was unrelated to COVID, but that put me at risk, and so I, even though I'm not in danger anymore with this thing, it still made me realize how unfair it was to have something and be even more at risk because other people don't care as much. Anyway, so maybe I'm immune to viruses on Linux, but I'm not immune to rootkits, and I'm not immune to me making a stupid move with my command line and destroying everything. Those electronic viruses don't spread to organic people yet. But who knows? The science fiction is full of stories like this. So. Okay, so Bodhi is running. What does Adam say? It's pretty short. I totally agree with that. That's cool. Role background. Okay, patches to Epsilon. Nice. Where should I connect? It said localhost, I think. I think he was mentioning localhost. But it's probably not port 80. 6543. Okay, let's try that. Oh, nice. That's nice. Well done, Adam. Okay, let's see if I can log in with this thing. All right, it brings me here. I have no idea what users were set. Okay, that's still pretty cool. So let's look at the Ansible playbooks. See if it's in Ansible Podman. Let's see. Containers maybe. Let's see if it creates users or not. So there's only role podman. Fine. Where are all the... Oh, they're here. Okay, tasks. Okay. Prep, maybe? Okay, body database dump. Okay. Waiver DB. Database hostname. Okay. Where are the users created? There's gotta be an IPA running somewhere. So you're saying I'm not too much into Linux coding, I'm only a packager. That's already something very good. I love that lately as we bring plans. Oh, nice, nice. Slowly learning the whole thing. Yeah, yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah, I've wanted to take another shot at KDE for a while already. I used to use KDE for. I've used KDE for like maybe 10 years or something, or like maybe a little more than that. And I stopped using it about 10 years ago. But I've always wanted to follow how it was evolving. And I think I'm gonna maybe run a Keynote VM somewhere, or on a small machine or something where somewhere I can run it, because I want to see how that evolves. All right. Okay, so what's the name of this one? Bodhi dev database with deep grid Epsilon. Okay, so how is Epsilon configured? Is it using a local database, a local user database? I wonder. Epsilon. Okay. CI is okay. It's running the integration. Okay. I see. It's running the Epsilon from the integration files. Okay, that's cool. Dev CI. Actually, that's pretty smart to be using that. Epsilon Docker file. Right. But that doesn't tell us, doesn't give us any users, I think. Or are there default users? Huh. I have to drop for a minute. I'll be going to the toilet. Sorry. I'll be back. And I'm back. So my question was, how do I know what users I have available in here? Let's see what the setup is. Epsilon server install, okay. Test auth group, OpenID extensions. There's still IPA stuff, so there must be an IPA running somewhere. No? Did Adam mention anything about IPA? Oh, you're using epsilon stats auth mode. Okay. Okay. Right. And IPA has a test auth mode. Okay, that's good. What is this? Ah, test auth. Yeah, okay. All right. I don't remember what the test auth means, but I can look into it. No, it's in a contrib epsilon. What's that? Test auth. I'm not thinking very fast today. So what's the user for when you're using test auth? Test user, okay. Username and password, okay. What's the password? Oh, it's epsilon apparently. Okay, good. And so it allows every user with the password epsilon. All right, let's try that. Yeah, transaction expired, of course. Let's try that again. And I'm logged in. No? Oh, nope. Didn't work. Oh yeah, I am. Okay, there's something that went wrong, but that's fine. So okay, I'm logged in. That's cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I can see my updates, maybe. Create new updates. Sure. All right, well done, madam. Well done. So what happens if I want to change some of the code? So how this running? Bodhi has a weird login issue. You have two Bodhi tabs, and if I log in on one, the other still shows that login. Yes, that's okay. That part I understand. If you log in on one, the other shouldn't change unless you refresh it. What happens if you refresh it? That's the question. It's not as dynamic as modern applications that you see everywhere, where things are just refreshed all the time in your browser. You have to refresh it. You're still logged out. Okay, yeah, that's not normal. Oh yes, maybe that might be because it's storing the credentials. It may be storing the credentials into No, that's JavaScript. That can't work. Yep, I don't know why. I would need to look into that. It is possible that the sessions aren't shared between, it's possible that we have multiple instances for the web UI of Bodhi in OpenShift, and they don't share the sessions. That's possible. I don't know how the session system is implemented in Bodhi. It might be cookie based, but it might also be local to the in the database, for example, or in worse than that, in files. I haven't ever looked at that. I could look at it, I suppose. I guess that would be in Bodhi server. Production, probably. There's something about sessions here. Yeah, by default it's files. Okay, that's... that. I hope we do differently on production, of course. Let's see. It would be in roles, Bodhi, I suppose base, templates, production, sessions. Yes, okay, that's why. Well, that's simple then. Okay, so the reason for this is because we're using files to start the sessions. And the files are local to the container that runs them. I don't think it's using a shared... Yeah, it's probably not using a shared volume here. We could keep using files if we... Yeah. Yeah, I think that's because we're using the files for the sessions. So, yep. What we could do is put that in a database, and that would be better. But it means updating. I don't know if there's tools to update the schema to add the new table for the sessions, or if there's something automated that we could do, if we have to integrate it. I'm not sure we should use the shared directory for that because it's going to be a lot of writes. I don't know how that will handle it. Using a database here would be much better. It's pyramid. Pyramid, sessions, backend maybe. Sessions. How the setting is called? No. Session data, session type file. Yeah. So there should be a type somewhere about sessions. Type. Okay. Using alternate sessions factories. Okay, no. Session factories are not the problem. That's the default session. Okay. Let's see, what do you have for that? It's called, can't remember stuff. Session.type, yeah. No, session.type. Pyramid config maybe then? Let's have a look at the configuration. Oh, that's a lot. Maybe not. Pyramid web framework, tutorial support narrative, document API documentation. That would be nice. I think that's where we were before, so maybe not. There's something about all the all the configuration, maybe advanced configuration. Set session factory. What's that? Huh. It only talks about factories, but are they linked to the type configuration value? Yeah, I'm not sure. I do not know. Anyway, there's probably something other to, like, maybe I should just look at like pyramid database sessions. How can I put my sessions in the database? Thank you very much. Database, no. Yeah, it doesn't say much, or at least I can't find it. Oh, Pyramid SQL Alchemy sessions. Okay. Then I suppose it's an extension that will let you do that. Why would I want to have something specific? Huh. Yeah, I suppose we could put the sessions in Redis or in, but this looks nice. Unfortunately, it's the version is like 0.1 or something, which doesn't inspire a lot of trust. Anyway, that's a problem for another day. We were looking at that. It seems to be working. So what happens if I want to change Bodhi's code? Is it reflected automatically? Let's look at how it's done. So prep is okay. Oh, that's, yeah, not awesome, but it's fine. Okay. Okay. Or main, maybe? What does main say? Start. Create the pod. Bodhi dev, okay. How is it built? Where is the Docker file that is used here? Ah, that's the one. Container file. Okay, cool. Right, so it's in Ansible Podman. Containers, yes. Bodhi, perfect. And container file here. Okay. So Adam is installing a lot of the dependencies. Cool. Oh, it's installing systemd as well. Nice. It's copying the different services. Okay. Where does the code come from? That's my question. Is it mounted? I wonder. It's based on Fedora, that's good. MOTD? Okay. Right, it's in /Bodhi server. Okay, so container file. cd/Bodhi. Ah, working directory. Okay, but then when it's building it, container. It's in tasks. Fine. Okay, there's an Ansible module thing called Podman image. Okay. Then it's running it. Where is the slash? Oh yeah, that's where it is. Okay, volume. Okay, that's where it's mounted. Okay, so it's mounting it in /Bodhi. That's cool. So in theory, whenever I change a file, it's reflected inside the container, and then it has reload, so it should reload it. Oh, that's cool. Okay, that's very interesting. I think I'm going to stop here because I'm feeling a bit tired. And but yeah, that was a nice excursion into the world of Bodhi development with the new system, and hopefully we can make that the main system in the short future because it's much faster. It will make working on Bodhi much easier, which is always a plus. Okay. Cool. Well, thanks to Adam for doing this and working on that. That's really cool. And I think I'm going to stop here and take a nap. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be drinking and napping and drinking and napping. It's gonna be great. All right. Let's stop here. Let's stop here then, folks. And I hope you have a good start of the year. And see you, Fakal. It was nice seeing you around. Hopefully, you'll be able to come back next time. And see you. See you next time.